Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jojo Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Wonjin.
This is a Let's Talk session for our new subscribers who don't know. This is where we just kick it with our subscribers.
Yeah, and we have more flexibility in topics that we
talk about anything and everything. We put the title in as Kong X Godzilla, aka Godzilla X Kong, because the movie is out and we're gonna watch it. So if you haven't watched it, please check it out. Me and Wonjin, we're also watching Three Body Problem.
Ah, yes,
from Netflix.
It's very good so far.
We're
gonna finish it by next week.
Yeah,
and talk about it.
That'll be priority number one. And we're also watching Killer Paradox. I haven't started. Wonjin already started. And
I'm done watching it.
It's
pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, welcome back. I learned a new word in Korean. Matches perfectly with you guys. Oh, what is it? Oh, how sweet.
I don't know. I think it's going to be something like ajoshi or something.
That's too redundant.
Ajishi. Ajoshi? Ajishi?
Yeah, you know that translates to handsome two men. Thank you, Zetzi. That's so nice of you. That's very sweet.
Well, anyways, in the theaters, we now have Godzilla, Kong, The New Empire.
Hey, didn't you suggest one to me last week? Maybe I feel like I'm forgetting a movie or something. Is it just Killer Paradox and Three Body Problem?
Yeah, I think that's it.
We did Argyle already, right?
Yeah, we did Argyle. Yeah.
I think that's it. Zetzi.
And you know, we've seen the Godzilla and the Kong series so far. Yeah. And I know, based on experience, that this is the kind of a movie that you need to watch in the theaters to fully enjoy and appreciate it 100%.
Oh, Scott Walker. Jin, Trish, and I watched the Karate Kid movie and the cartoon, then the fourth Karate Kid, then Cobra Kai. Please watch them for me, please. See what you think of Cobra Kai. We'll start off with Scream. Oh, yeah. You promised to watch Scream 5, so you have to.
Yeah. So. And I didn't know that Karate Kid had a cartoon. It had a cartoon version of it?
Oh. I mean, it was a big hit, so it makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, you know how when we were growing up, we watched a lot of Disney movies, but we only realized that they had direct-to-video sequels when we were adults. I'd miss a lot.
And those didn't really go to the theaters?
Yeah. Because I
had no idea there was like Lion King 3.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, damn. I just remember the first one.
I haven't even seen the second one. And apparently there's like the son of Scar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. The Karate Kid cartoon episode.
11 had a whaling episode. Oh, there's also a whale there?
Oh.
Okay. You know, I hope the cartoon is also from the 80s because I kind of miss the 80s cartoons.
You know what I miss about them? I miss the long form. You know, I'm a big fan of like just we talk about Shogun, like compact storytelling. But I also missed kind of the looser TV series.
Yeah, where like every episode deals with a different story.
Kind of like sitcoms with added stupidity and fun and gore and blood and aliens. You know, like X-Files. You know, because I used to shit myself watching X-Files on television.
Yeah,
it was scary.
In our childhood, it was pretty scary and creepy.
You know, I feel that Scott has a whale themed
and
house.
Scooby-Doo, yeah, Scooby-Doo.
Hell yeah!
Great example.
I watched Scooby-Doo religiously growing up.
You know, like every episode, there's something like a new mystery.
Not just that, but I missed that kind of drawing.
The style.
Yeah, and the opening music. I forget, but it was silly. And Scooby-Doo is a masterpiece in that, you know, it's so pro-dog.
And, you know, that's one of the reasons why I enjoyed watching Mike Tyson Mysteries so much.
Oh,
have you guys seen Mike Tyson Mysteries? It's basically like A-Team and Scooby-Doo combined with a sprinkle of Mike Tyson. So basically it's like Scooby-Doo but for adults. It's hilarious. And instead of a dog, they have a pigeon.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of those cartoons had adult themes in them. Do you guys remember the ghost about Human Man, about these free chocolate, strawberry, vanilla phantoms that are haunting the ice cream factory? That's absolutely one of my favorite episodes. Damn, that's the kind of sentence I miss. You know, not everything needs to be serious sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the supreme cartoon that shows you that behind every monster is just a human? Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you know, some of the cartoons back then were so educational. Do you have you seen the Captain Planet and the Planeteers?
I watched it passing by.
I mean, that cartoon was basically like warning children about the coming climate change and the dangers of pollution.
My favorite was actually Powerpuff Girls and not Powerpuff Girls. I'm confusing with Dexter.
Like, Dexter's Lab.
Yeah, Dexter's Lab.
Cartoon Network stuff.
Yeah, I love that stuff. And of course, how can you forget Cowboy Bebop? Our generation grew up in Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll ever see another live action Scooby-Doo movie with today's audience or not? Do you think Scooby-Doo has runtime? No, I think Scooby-Doo can be made again.
Yeah, and not just into a movie. I think it also has potential to become like a Netflix show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because Scooby-Doo, like, it's a great IP. Like, even the characters are like so well formed with different personalities. And great thing about Scooby-Doo is it's all ritualized. You know, and like, it's so predictable, but it's so fun to watch. And there's always this silly chase scene that they go down here and then they go up here, and then this human and monster disguise chasing around.
That reminds me a lot of like Stephen Chow movies. You know, because Stephen Chow, like Kung Fu Hustle, it's sometimes ridiculous to apply those sequences into like a live action movie because it's corny sometimes. But Stephen Chow does it so well.
Yo. That was wrong of you. Stephen Chow, no disrespect to Scooby-Doo, but those are like Leonardo da Vinci's compared to Scooby-Doo. What are you talking about, man? Yeah. It's like one of those, I bet every like true film director or aficionado watched that in secret. Like they love that stuff.
You know how, what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix, his favorite movie is Step Brothers. Oh. I heard he watched it more than 200 times.
Yeah, but how dare you put Step Brothers next to Stephen Chow? Like, you know, I mean, hey, I like Step Brothers too, but that's still like that's like a hot dog. But you know what Stephen Chow's is? It's like a hot dog that is made out of supreme pork and this like incredible bread flour. The mustard was prepared for 100 years. Like it's still a hot dog, but it's like legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trish and I used to love the Captain Planet episode. Yeah. Damn, you and Trish are perfect for each other.
Oh man, Scott Walker, you remember like every episode that involves a whale. You are a true enthusiast.
I like the stereotypes, the geek, the dork, the high school beauty queen, the stereotypical rich boy. Yeah, me too. I would love to see a Scooby-Doo movie where... Yeah, I think, you know what part of this is like our nostalgia for things where, you know, identity politics didn't go all crazy. Like, this dude was a nerd. This dude was
like we had no problem looking at these token characters.
Yeah, but today... The hunk has to have suicidal thoughts.
That's right.
And the nerd, it turns out, is a fucking, you know, a master fighter.
Yeah, and the high school jock also needs to have some insecurity and must be vulnerable.
Or you thought he was a guy, but he's a woman. He's a woman, he's a guy. You know, like, I have nothing against that, but maybe tone it down a little bit. Yeah. Because most of us are just trying to get to our day by day. Yeah.
And that brings us to Godzilla and King Kong because, you know, a lot of Asians, we grew up watching these like kaiju sort of movies and TV shows. And I think we're a little more nostalgic about these things than people of the West because from the 80s, we grew up watching basically like the forefathers of Power Rangers. And they always fight against these big monsters and stuff. And also like these like big giant robots and kaijus.
Yeah, I mean, East Asians, we have a general thing for big robots, aka mechs, and because mech is like just like short for mechanical, right? But if you ask like East Asian, our generation, mech, we immediately we visualize a robotic
it's
body
gotta
suit.
be the size of like a building.
Yeah.
And a movie that executed this perfectly was Pacific Rim, the first one, because well, we up until that point, when you look at Hollywood movies, you see robot movies like Transformers. But then we grew up watching those big giant ass robots fighting against another giant kaijus.
No, but like, remember Aliens? I thought it was cool when really got on the crane.
Yeah, and we also
really awesome.
that's a great point. She also gets in that mech, and
get away from her, you bitch!
It's kind of different because when you watch those mechs, it kind of gives you the impression that it augments a person's capabilities. You also see that in Matrix 2 when they're having that battle in Zion, and also we see it in Avatar when they use that mech to fight these Navis. But when we think about the kind of robot cartoons and movies we grew up on, it's basically big enough for you to fit completely inside, and you're so small compared to the overall size. Like Gundam, we have, I don't know what it's called in English, but 철인 28.
Iron Man 28.
Iron Man 28, yeah, that's right. I heard that's the cartoon that inspired, what's his name, Guillermo del Toro to make Pacific Rim. And when I saw the trailer for Godzilla and Kong, I was so excited because we know exactly what to expect from movies like this.
Yeah.
And what excited me the most is when Kong had that robotic gauntlet thing on his hand, on his arm. Yeah. I knew that they were gonna kick it up a notch in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's again gonna give us that oh shit moment.
Yeah, well, they already had the Mecha Godzilla in the former one, remember? So might as well. But what's surprising is, like, I think it's thanks to CG, right? How like realistic they can portray that stuff. I mean, it's not realistic, but at least seemingly authentic within that universe.
Scott Walker, Astro Boy. Of course, we remember Astro Boy.
Yeah.
In Korea, it's called Atom. Atom. Atom.
Yeah, we love that Atom.
And in the 90s, early 90s, I used to live in Canada, and every morning they had Astro Boy. After Astro Boy, we had Care Bears. After Care Bears, we had Inspector Gadget. So those were like the cartoons I grew up watching.
Is King Kong actually a Sasquatch? No, I think they're two different species. You think we'll be ready for Godzilla attack? No, we're all gonna die. We'll never be attacked. We'll never be ready, I think.
Oh, and Scott Walker, if you haven't seen Pacific Rim, you have to watch Pacific Rim. You're gonna. I have this feeling that you're gonna like it very much.
Not the second one, but the first one.
Yeah, the first movie. Oh, that elbow rocket scene. That was also kick-ass.
And the music was amazing, too. You know how when a Russian robot comes...
Yeah, it suddenly switches, like, music, and you can instantly tell, like, where they're from.
And then, like, a Chinese robot comes, it's like... yeah. Man. And the Russian robot happened to run on a nuclear reactor.
Oh, and interesting fact, the composer for Pacific Rim, his name is, I think, Ramin Djawadi or something. He's the guy who composed the music for Game of Thrones. And also, he's the one who's composing music for...
the Three Body Problem?
The Three Body Problem, yeah, that's right.
He's a great composer. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I watched. Yeah, really. Yeah. I mean, Zezzy, you'll be soon joining us in the memory slip department.
Getting old right there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm very excited for Godzilla and Kong. It's one of, like, this series, the latest update so far. It's never disappointed me. It just gave me exactly what I came for. I just wish there were more monsters, and they're like, okay, we'll give you more monsters in new creative ways. And at least through the trailer, it seems that way. Yeah. And I'm glad they're also trying to bring back those classic characters, because that other monkey guy, that's also I remember that's a very famous.
I think Kong kind of discovers like this whole whole band of these Kongs.
No, but I mean that other design that's directly from Old Enemy of Kong. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think
the
so.
one with the bone.
The orange.
Yeah.
The orange.
You know, he
tone.
kind of reminded me
tone.
of Koba from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
The guy who kind of tries a coup against
No.
Caesar. Yeah, he reminded me of him.
That's also gonna release this year, I think. Latest one.
We're also getting a Planet of the Apes thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. For what I've seen in the trailer, this new King Scar ape creature actually, it's King's, actually a giant orangutan. And who do you think will win in a fight between gorilla and orangutan? And gorilla will win.
Gorilla will just win hands down.
No, I'm not underestimating orangutan, but gorilla is just gonna win.
Yeah, in terms of brute force.
I think amongst the apes, really just like gorilla is just so much more powerful.
You know, I heard the power of a gorilla grip is like 300 kilograms.
Mm-hmm. No, but I would say this though: a group of chimpanzees can put down a gorilla. I think.
Smart.
Yeah, but orangutan is solitary animal. I mean, and gorilla, like I don't know, like maybe maybe the silverback will do all the fighting, but it won't need. But I think a gorilla will win.
Yeah.
I always wonder what the name means. You mean ramen? Men literally just means noodles.
I wonder what name she's talking about. But anyway, so I'm very much looking forward, and I'm not expecting too much before I go to the theaters to watch this because, I mean, come on, it's Godzilla and Kong. We're not expecting like Oscar material here. We just want some good time.
Yeah. Oh, King Kong.
And based on the trailer, I can tell that it can deliver.
The name Kong probably has its roots back to the early 20th century. I bet it's one of those things that has its roots on some native population mythology, and then it got on the tabloids back then.
And then it got made into a Hollywood movie. Remember the black and white film about the Kong going up the skyscraper?
Yeah.
And the damsel in distress in his hands.
Yeah, but it's a great name. King Kong.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Anytime we hear the word Kong, we immediately think of a
Denzel.
No, I was gonna say a giant gorilla, but okay. Yeah. There are people getting inside the ears about Kong being
could be a Bigfoot.
No, I because my theory is that if there's a Bigfoot, that's a different species. It's probably genetically closer to us than the apes.
Yeah.
Because from everything I've seen so far of Kong in different angles, it clearly resembles a gorilla. It could be like the gorilla's ancestors. You know, like because
never know.
There were times when animals were generally bigger,
and it'll be so interesting. Like contrary to our expectations that these so-called Bigfoots are super intelligent.
Hey,
and they have advanced civilization hidden somewhere on
Earth.
But
hey, now that you brought it up, now that Walker brought it up, like physically, like taxonomy-wise, Bigfoot is a more likely creature than King Kong. Because remember, if you're that big, why are you shaped like you want to climb trees? That seems very unlikely. While Bigfoot absolutely makes sense because there are benefits to having a big feet. And, Bigfoot, as I understand from mythology, is a big creature.
When we dive into science, I remember reading this news article in 1998 when the first installment of Godzilla was released in Hollywood. Like these, I think physicists calculated that Godzilla will not be able to withstand its own weight on those legs.
Oh, it's going to crumble.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
going to crumble.
That's so interesting.
It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Proportion-wise.
Because there's a reason why big animals turn into like strange shapes for us.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's so fascinating. So Bigfoot is more likely because it makes sense that anatomically they want the bigger you get, you want bigger feet, and you have opposable hands. Like Bigfoot images, you never think of them as climbing trees from the get-go, right? But Kong, it's obvious that it's a gorilla or a chimpanzee gorilla hybrid at best. And the funny thing but here's the thing though, Kong has opposable thumbs, don't they? Do all apes have that?
I have no clue.
Yeah, me too. But I find it curious how. Yeah, but if you go deep,
Godzilla's got cute hands.
Yeah. But anyway, guys. Oh, we're what time?
We're running out of blood sugar now. We need to eat.
Yeah.
It's 8:51.
It's 8:51 in Korea. Please, guys, if you're gonna check out the Kong Godzilla movie, do it. Next week we will do 3 Body Problem and possibly Scream 5. I think we can do that.
Yeah.
Because Walker's been asking for a while. From the 1998 Godzilla movie and TV series, Matthew, about your movie, do you think it's possible to see a reboot or a sequel? I hope so. I think they're not going to do a reboot of that specific movie, though. Because that was already a huge interpretation of Godzilla. But today, I think more Western audiences are...
Yeah, and I think the Godzilla franchise that we're seeing now is actually doing a pretty good job. So I think there really is no reason to reboot the old 90s Godzilla.
Yeah. So I don't think that's gonna happen, but I wouldn't mind like some kind of new IP that deals with large creatures, though. That's what me and Wonjin respect so much about Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
because I mean, it was bringing fresh ideas to a already existing genre. So the reason
it was executed so well.
Yeah, the reason why we love it is because it's familiar to us yet it's new. And Idris Elba was in there too.
Yes,
doesn't he make that awesome fucking speech?
Yeah,
like,
we're bringing apocalypse to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I thought everyone's like, oh fuck yeah.
Let's nuke them. Oh,
they do have a. So what's wrong, boys? Past your sleep time? No, it's past our dinner time. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Big shout out to Scott Walker. Hey, man, we appreciate your replies and likes. Big shout out to Zezzy for joining in.
And Uchan Hong, our most loyal subscriber.
Yeah, you slept late. Don't do that.
Oh, that's Zezzy.
Oh, yeah, Zezzy. Anyway, next week we will talk about...
We'll talk about...
3 Body Problem, Scream 5.
And hopefully Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah. Guys, have a fantastic week. It's already end of March, but with spring coming, I hope everything. I hope Trish is healthy. Walker, Zezzy, I hope you get better at Korean. Big shout out to Ichano, guys. I hope it's a wonderful April for all of us. We'll see you next week. This has been Jojin Movie So Awesome. Please don't next sleep at the wink after. Can we do it part 2, 3, Jurassic Park, and talk about werewolf movies?
You know, I'll have to catch up on a lot of previous movies. I'm going to have to watch Karate Kid again.
McDonald's, we'll think about it because there's a McDonald's down there. I just imagine guys old and in a wheelchair doing drifts in the hallway. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You know, if we're doing drifts in wheelchairs, it means that we're still going pretty strong.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Jojin Movie So Awesome. I was Joe.
I was Wonjin.
We'll see you next week, guys. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye.
Awesome So Jinjo Moo. Awesome So Jinjo. Awesome So Jinjo. Awesome So Jinjo. Awesome So Jinjo. Awesome So Jinjo.
Awesome So.
Awesome So Jinjo. Awesome So Jinjo.
Jin So Awesome Joe.
That's how you pronounce it backwards.